So, update on my broken finger. So, actually, the day after I posted that last video, I actually did end up going to the hospital. So, I didn't have to wait till the weekend. It was actually the day after. So that's pretty good. Can I zoom this out? It's very zoomed in on my face. Wish I had somewhere to set this up, but I'm just gonna, whatever, just do that. Anyway, so here's what happened. So I had a shower, went to bed. I couldn't eat for 12 hours prior to it, obviously, because it was supposed to be surgery and all that. So you couldn't eat or drink 12 hours prior to it. So I was starving. So we arrived there at 8 a.m. at the hospital, and we were waiting for hours. We were there for like 5 hours waiting in the waiting bay, and then they finally moved me to this room when they had a bed, they had a TV. It was awesome. People were getting served food, but I couldn't get any food because I was going into surgery. So I waited there for hours more, and it wasn't until about, I think, 12 to 13 hours of actually being in the hospital that they actually began to move me to the surgery room, or the theatre, whatever you want to call it. They called it the theatre for some reason. But anyway, so they moved me out on this bed, and I went in there, and I actually got a needle in my hand. I don't know if you can see it right there in the vein. They put a needle in my hand, they taped it down, and they started putting some saline into me, which actually keeps me hydrated so I wouldn't be thirsty. And then they ended up giving me this stuff that is supposed to make you feel drunk, which is heaps good. I had obviously never felt drunk before, so it was a weird, fun experience. So I gave that to me, and like about 30 seconds later, they pulled me into the room on the bed, and that is when it started affecting me. I just started laughing for no reason at all, and stuff was starting to go blurry. It was just weird. It was funny too, and yeah, then they moved me onto another bed, or on the table, wherever they were doing it. Then they put this oxygen mask over me, and then they put this stuff in me that was supposed to knock me out. Anesthesia, that's right. That's the name of it. They put some anesthesia in me, and yeah, I got knocked out. So I was so bloody lucky. So they didn't know what they were going to have to do to me until I was in there asleep, had the cast taken off and all that. So they knew it was bad, but they didn't know how bad. So when they took it off, they tried yanking it and then twisting it and then putting it back in, and it worked. So thank God for that. If that did not work, they would have had to cut my finger open, put either wire in it or some screws in a metal plate. So luckily, it didn't have to get to that. All I needed was massive yank, it twisted back and then put it in, and now it's in this new cast, a lot more firm, a lot stronger and harder and all that, in a slightly different position. I've got this green stuff around my broken finger and my middle finger to support it, and yeah, it's all good. So also, in 10 days from, so 7 days now, but 10 days from when I had it all done, I get this cast taken off, and I get put into a splint, which just basically supports the one finger. So that's pretty good. I don't have to worry about this. I just need to worry about the one finger, so that's heaps good. So yeah, I got pretty lucky. Like, apart from me having the finger broken in the first place, I got pretty lucky when it actually came to me being put to sleep. But yeah, so then after they did all that, I woke up, and I still, like, for about a minute or two, I still had the effects of being slightly drunk. It was still blurry and all that. I was laughing a little bit. Then after that, I was fully aware, and yeah, I was looking around, I was talking to the nurses and all that. Then my dad came. We went back to that room with the bed and the TV and all that. I had to stay there for 4 hours, just in there watching TV. I watched a movie with my dad. It was pretty fun. And yeah, then I was able to go home and eat Hungry Jacks. Thank God, bloody, I hadn't eaten. I added the times up and I hadn't eaten for bloody 26 hours. That is a record for me. Not eating for 26 hours. Holy Jesus. And I didn't drink for like about 24 hours. So, yeah, I hadn't drinking or eaten anything for over 24 hours. And I was also busting to go to the toilet because I didn't trust the toilets down there. And, yeah, so it was a fun, weird experience. The needle that went into my vein, it pinched at first, didn't really hurt that bad, but then after that it was completely fine. So yeah, so thank you to all you guys who were worrying about me in the last video. I really bloody appreciate that, and great to see that you guys care. So yeah, well, I might post another update, maybe, in 10 days when I get this off and get the splint. But yeah, so maybe in the next 10 days I'll post another update, and yeah, so make sure you stay tuned in for that. And yeah, that's if I don't post another video, like a gaming video, like between that time. I don't know if I will. I can kind of play games, like I can hold the controller like this, and I use my thumb to move that around, just use this hand to do whatever. So I can kind of, but I don't think I'll be posting any other videos, but make sure you stay tuned in either way, and just in case. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and yeah, thanks for caring.